Steel to bring you all for witnessing the Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competition at JRD Tata Sports Complex, Jamshedpur for the concluding day. In a short time from now, we are about to take up the first event, which will be for boys under 16 years. And at 7 p.m. it will be for girls under 18, and the last event today by 8 p.m. it will be for men competitors. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is the pleasure of Tata Steel once again to extend you all a warm welcome for the concluding session of Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competition here at JRD Tata Sports Complex, Jamshedpur. Well, as we are about to take up the first event, it will be for boys under 16 years. We have 6 of the competitors to take part. Bib number 118, Aditya of Haryana. 111, Thakur Janakshish Bandesh of Gujarat. 124, Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand. 163, Aditya Tiwari of Uttar Pradesh. 145, Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan. And bib number 112, Dhavalbhai Paragi of Gujarat. The national record for javelin throwing boys under 16 years stands in the name of Vikas Yadav with 74.73 meters created in 2017, while the meet record stands in the name of Suraj Kumar at 71.23 meters created in 2018. All the very best to competitors. Well, as far as this meet is concerned, it gains significance because it is a Platinum Jubilee year of Athletics Federation of India. During the Platinum Jubilee year of Athletics Federation of India, the 4th edition of Indian Open Javelin Throw competition is in progress at JRD Tata Sports Complex, Jamshedpur. The title sponsor and the organizer as well, Tata Steel. And about them, JRD Tata gave fruition to the founder's vision, inculcating sports as an integral part of Tata Steel's corporate philosophy. Tata's commitment towards the promotion of sports is manifested through separate departments for athletics, archery, football, hockey, volleyball, chess, and many more games. Over the time, JRD Tata Sports Complex had built an impressive array of infrastructure matching international standards situated in northern town in Jamshedpur. JRD Tata Sports Complex spread over 30 acres of area. The complex has an 8-lane synthetic track of international standards. World Athletics was celebrated on 7th May, that is day before yesterday, across the globe by the entire sporting community. Recently, javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra has become a famous name in the country, while YouTube has immortalized him. Well, and we are taking you over to javelin throw 16 years, and that was Aditya of Haryana who had taken his first trial. It is very windy over here. 66.5 5 meters being marked by Aditya of Haryana in his first trial. It's going to be Thakur Janaksin Bandesin from Gujarat. Not a big throw. Six of the athletes are taking part in this javelin throw for boys under 16 years, and this is the first event for today, that is concluding day. .97 in the first trial for Thakur Janaksin Bandesin of Gujarat. It is going to be Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand to take his first trial. Up in the air, it got a swing, and it had reached the extreme right of the sector. That is all because of the wind. It is very windy over here. Hemanth Kumar had made a mark of 42.33 meters. In his first trial, he is representing Jharkhand. Following him, it will be Aditya Tiwari of Uttar Pradesh. Aditya Tiwari on move. Not a very big throw. .38.36 meters for Aditya Tiwari of Uttar Pradesh in his first trial. It will be the turn of Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan. It had travelled up in the air, and so far Aditya with 66.52 meters representing Haryana is on top. For Mahindra Swami, it is 49.93 meters in his first trial. We have one more athlete to go for the completion of the first trial, and that is Dhavalbhai Paragi of Gujarat. Not a very big throw. .34.26 meters being marked by Dhavalbhai Paragi of Gujarat in his first trial. With the completion of first trial, we are about to move on for the second. At the close of the first trial, it is Aditya of Haryana leading the table with 66.52 meters, being followed by Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan at 49.93 meters. At the third spot, at present, it is Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand with 42.33 meters. Following him, at the fourth spot, it is Thakur Janakshi of Gujarat at 39.97 meters. For Aditya of Haryana, the second trial ended in foul. Well, currently the temperature at Jharkhand, that is Jamshedpur, is at 30 degrees centigrade and makes us to feel like 35 degrees centigrade, but because of the heavy wind, it is not felt very much. And that is Thakur of Gujarat had taken a second trial. That's foul for him in the second trial. So as far as the second trial is concerned, the first athlete and the second athlete as well ended their throws in foul. It will be the turn of Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand to take his second trial. Climbing up high but not reaching a distance. For Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand, the second throw measured 41.82 meters. While the first one is at 42.33, the second ended with 41.82 meters. The next athlete to take the turn is Aditya Tiwari of Uttar Pradesh. He's on the move. It had not traveled for a longer distance. Aditya Tiwari registered at 38.36 meters for his first throw, and the second one is at 42.30 meters. A considerable improvement shown by Aditya Tiwari of Uttar Pradesh from 38.36 meters to 42.30 meters. And the next athlete who will be taking his second trial will be Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan. A beautiful throw, moving forward. First throw for Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan was at 49.93 meters. And the second one is 50.68 meters. Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan had shown a little improvement, that is from 49.93 meters to 50.68 meters. Yes, 70.75 had improved. Double by Paragi of Gujarat. Not a good throw. It almost reached the right extreme of the sector, For double by Paragi of Gujarat, the first trial is at 34.26 meters, while the second one registered 31.72 meters. Well, at the close of the second trial, it is still Aditya of Haryana leading with 66.52 meters, being followed by Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan for the second spot, and that is the third trial for Aditya of Haryana. Despite wind, that happened to be a very good throw for Aditya of Haryana. Of course, the wind is in favor of athletes only, but the curly wind takes the javelin to the left or to the right without allowing it to travel for a longer distance. 63.88 meters in the third trial for Aditya of Haryana. That is not an improvement for him. That is Thakur Janaksin of Gujarat. That's also a good throw. For Thakur Janaksin Bandesin of Gujarat, the first one is at 39.97 meters. The second one ended with foul, and the third is being measured now. 43.36 meters in the third trial, and of course that is an improvement for Thakur Janaksin. His first trial registered 39.97 meters. Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand is about to take his third trial. A beautiful throw over there, but not reaching much of the distance. Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand in his earlier throws had registered 42.33 meters and 41.82 meters. The third one is at 45.63. Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand had shown a considerable improvement. The first one at 42.33, 41.82, and the last one is at 45.63. And there is Aditya Tiwari of Uttar Pradesh. Aditya Tiwari of Uttar Pradesh had made a mark of 38.36 meters in his first trial, 42.30 meters in his second trial, and now it is 45.72. Of course, this is the best throw for Aditya Tiwari of Uttar Pradesh. The third one brought him the best so far. And still, it is Aditya of Haryana leading the scorecard with 66.52 meters to be on top. Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan is about to take his third trial. Climbing up high in the air, of course, it travels forward. Mahindra Swami had registered 49.93 meters in his first trial, 50.68 meters in his second trial, and now it is 48.75. We have one more athlete to go for the completion of the third trial. Double by Paragi of Gujarat. Dhavalbhai Paragi is nowhere in the top 3. And with a lot of twist and shaky flight, it got landed somewhat closer to the right hand side of the sector. 34.26 meters being registered in his first trial, 31.72 meters in the second, and now he had registered 37.53. Dhavalbhai Paragi also registered his best in the third. So at the conclusion of as the 3 trials got over, the officials are working out for the reverse order to take up the 4th and the 5th trial based on their earlier performance. Aditya of Haryana leads the points, leads the scorecard with 66.52 meters. At the second spot presently we have Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan with 50.68 meters. In the third one, it is Aditya Tiwari of Uttar Pradesh with 45.72 meters. And they are the top 3 as of now, as at the close of the 3 trials. Well, again moving for the javelin throw. Javelin throw is being invented by Erik Lemming from Sweden, the inventor of the modern javelin throw. Erik Lemming of Sweden from 1900 to 1912 participated in Olympic Games in freestyle javelin, and in 1912 in the javelin throw. Javelin throwing gains momentum by running within a predetermined area that is 29 degrees sector. Javelin throw is difficult, the technique is very tough, everything has to come together. The wind condition will have to be perfect, the surface will have to be perfect, and the technique also will have to be perfect. You will have to think over all angles, speed, etc. Well, as the 3 of the trials got over, it is Aditya leading the scorecard with 66.52, which was from his very first trial. Aditya of Haryana leading the scorecard, being followed by Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan for the second spot at 50.68 meters, and at the third spot we have 45.72 meters with Aditya Tiwari of Uttar Pradesh. And for the fourth, it is Hemanth Kumar with 45.63 meters representing Jharkhand. Yes, we are about to take up the 4th trial. And that is the 4th trial. Dhavalbhai Paragi of Gujarat. In his earlier throws, he had registered a mark of 34.26 meters, 31.72 meters, and 37.73 meters. 37.53. And now it is 41.28 meters for Dhavalbhai Paragi of Gujarat. And of course, Dhavalbhai Paragi is showing improvement throw after throw. The second one got dipped with 31.72. The third one rise to 37.53 meters. And now again an improvement with 41.28 meters. It's going to be Thakur Janak Singh of Gujarat. Despite wind, he was able to deliver a steady flight. 39.97 in the first trial. Second one was foul. The third one was 43.36, while the fourth one got registered at 42.83. The fourth trial for Thakur Janaksin of Gujarat registered 42.83 meters, and of course that is a dip for him when compared to his earlier throw, which stands at 43.36. It will be the turn of Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand to take the fourth trial. A release up in the air, travels good, and of course at this particular point of time wind got settled, there was no wind. Hemanth Kumar with 42.33 meters in his first trial, 41.82 meters in his second, 45.63 meters in his third. And in the fourth, which got over just before, it is 49.86 meters, 49.86 being registered, and that is the best as of now for Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand. Aditya Tiwari of Uttar Pradesh moving on for his fourth trial, not gaining much of the height. For Aditya Tiwari, the earlier scores are at 38.36 meters, 42.30 meters and 45.72 meters. And the fourth one got registered at 42.71 meters for Aditya Tiwari of Uttar Pradesh. Of course, that is not a good throw for him. Only his third throw had fetched him 45.72. It will be the turn of Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan, who is presently at the second spot. Climbing up in the air, not able to travel longer. Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan had made a mark of 49.93 meters in his first trial, 50.68 meters in his second, 48.75 meters in his third trial. And in the fourth one, he made a foul. And now it will be the turn of the leader, Aditya of Haryana, who is at 66.52 meters from his first trial. And there is Aditya of Haryana on the move, having a good run up, releasing beautifully well with all power. That is supposed to be the biggest one for him. Yes, that happens to be a very good throw for Aditya of Haryana, and that could be the best one so far for him. For Aditya of Haryana, the first one is at 66.52 meters. The second one got registered for foul. The third one was 63.88 meters. And the fourth one, 64.48. And now we are moving on for the fifth trial with Papu Bharti of Gujarat. A release up in the air. It is just like an arch. It had not traveled forward. .26 meters, 31.72, 37.53 and 41.28 meters with the earlier throws. .36.81 meters from the fifth trial for Papu Bharti of Gujarat. Bib number 111, Thakur Janaksin Singh of Gujarat is about to take his fifth trial. It was climbing height, almost like an arch. It got landed. For Thakur Janasin Bandesan of Gujarat, it was 39.97 meters in his first. Second one was foul, 43.36 in the third, 42.83 in the fourth. And now it is 42.50 meters. Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand is on the move for his fifth trial. Not a good throw out of the sector. At the right hand side, it landed out of the sector for Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand. For Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand, it landed just outside the sector at the right hand side. Aditya Tiwari of Uttar Pradesh is about to take his fifth trial. So far his best is at 45.72 meters. He's on the move. Not a good throw. .08 is the mark from the fifth trial for Aditya Tiwari of Uttar Pradesh. Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan is on the move for his fifth trial. Presently he is at the second spot. A good release over there. It climbed too much of height. The height should have been converted towards speed in order to reach forward. Mahindra Swami in his earlier throws had registered 49.93 meters, 50.68 meters, 48.75 meters, and fourth one was foul, and now it is 44.34 meters for Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan. And now the leader is about to take up the trial. It will be Aditya of Haryana. A beautiful release over there. That is a foul for Aditya of Haryana. The second and the fifth as well ended in foul. Well, with the completion of the fifth trials, the officials will again be working out for the reverse order based on the performance. It is Aditya of Haryana who is still in the lead with 66.52 meters, being the best which has come out from his first trial. Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan is at the second spot with 50.68 meters, which has come out from his second trial. For the third one, we have Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand at 49.86 meters, which has come out from the fourth trial for him. And while the javelin throw competition is in progress over here, we will have to definitely recall the golden day for India in Olympics, which had brought a lot of laurels and pride throughout the universe and made all other countries to look at India. And that made India pride. That was on August 7th, 2021. Then it was a golden performance by Neeraj Chopra at Olympics in Tokyo for the even javelin throw. And that was the result which came out on the last day of the athletics in Tokyo Olympics. And this gold winning performance is being celebrated because this is the first ever Olympic individual medal in athletics and the second individual medal for the whole of India, when Abhinav Bindra for shooting had won the first individual medal. And it was really a celebration for India with Neeraj Chopra's golden performance. Yes, javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra has become a famous name not only in our country but throughout the universe. Well, moving back for the sixth and the final trial, it is Dhavalbhai Paragi of Gujarat who had taken his trial. It was just along the line and outside the sector at the right hand side. That ended with foul. As far as Dhavalbhai Paragi of Gujarat, the best one among his throws is at 41.28 meters, which was from his fourth trial. And now it will be Thakur Janak Singh Badesin of Gujarat that climbs up in the air, not reaching much of the distance, an arch-like throw. The earlier throws for Thakur of Gujarat, 39.97 meters, second on foul, 43.36 meters in the third, 42.83 meters in the fourth, 42.50 meters in the fifth, and now it is 34.81. That is Aditya Tiwari of Uttar Pradesh for his final trial. For Thakur, the best came out from his third trial, which was at 43.36 meters, and for Hemanth, Aditya Tiwari, 38.36 meters, 42.30 meters, 45.72 meters, 42.71 meters, 35.08 meters were the earlier throws, and the present one says 44.09. That is Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand on the move. For Hemanth Kumar, it is at 42.33, 41.82, 45.63, 49.86 meters. And the last one ended with 40.85. 48.85 being marked by Hemanth Kumar. And now it will be the turn of Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan. 49.93 meters, 50.68 meters, 48.75 and 44.34 meters. And the present one got registered at 52.73. So for Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan, the sixth one happens to be the best, which is at 52.73, and that is leader Aditya of Haryana. The last one ended with foul for Aditya of Haryana. Despite that, he'll be the gold medal winner with 66.52 meters, which has come out from his first trial. Corporate Relations Tata Steel to kindly come over to the presentation area. It is the pleasure of the organizing committee to extend a warm welcome to Mr. Ruturaj Sinha, the Chief of Corporate Administration.
थोड़ा अंदर, थोड़ा इस साइड करो, थोड़ा इस साइड, थोड़ा इस साइड। हाँ ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है, ज़्यादा नहीं आप बाहर निकल गए।
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in the meantime, we would like to take you over to the Javelin throw arena to present you girls under 18 years competitors. Bib number 146, Ishani representing Tamil Nadu, and she is the one who had finished 6th in the Assam Nationals. Bib number 116, Seema of Haryana. 110, Koti Shri Divedi of Gujarat. 102, Nishi Kumari of Bihar. 141, Anjali Rathore of Rajasthan. 108, Tanishka Sharma of Delhi. 153, Janji Singh of Uttar Pradesh. Bib number 132, Shrishti Singh of Maharashtra. And 155, Archana Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. The national record for girls under 18 years stands in the name of Pushpa Jakar at 50.21 meters, created in 2014, while the meet record stands in the name of Jyoti at 44.86 meters, created in 2019. All the best to the competitors. That is a throw from Ishani of Tamil Nadu. The boys under 16 years will now be presented with medals. It will be our pleasure to invite the Vice President of Raw Materials of Tata Steel, Mr. D.B. Sundarramam, to kindly present the medals. And we do invite Mr. Farzan Hibji, Chief of Protocol on Sports.
सर आप उनसे इंटरव्यू भी कर रहे हैं मिस्टर रमन
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on the victory podium of javelin throw for boys under 16 years, it is Hemanth Kumar of Jharkhand winning the bronze for a performance of 49.86 meters. And hopefully that is the first medal coming out for the host state, Jharkhand. The winner of the silver medal is Mahindra Swami of Rajasthan with 52.73 meters. And that of the gold medal winner is Aditya of Haryana with 66.52 meters. Congratulations, winners, and thank you, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you all may be aware, we have amidst us the Vice President of Raw Materials of Tata Steels, Mr. D.B. Sundarramam. And it will be our pleasure to have amidst us during this competition. Sir, as you would have witnessed a lot of different competitions over here, what is your feel about this particular Indian Open Javelin Throw competition?
Yes, as you mentioned, this has been the very place for Jamshedpur football also you must have seen. Earlier you must have heard, apart from last 2 years. So this very place has been, you can say, the birthplace of many sports. Many people have excelled here, including the nearby Kinnan Stadium also. So I think, at least for me, this is the first experience of Open Javelin tournament which is happening. I'm very happy that next time the national also going to happen here. So we are going to host that also. And not only these sports, because as you know, we have got an archery academy. We have also hosted athletics. We have got football academy. So it's way of life for Tata Steel as far as sports are concerned. And it is adding one more feather to our crown. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely, sir. From the Tata side, what you would like to greet to the athletes, those that come from different states?
I think many of them must have come for the first time to the Steel City. So definitely, as I came first time here around 30 years back, it was a big surprise for me that such a model city is existing, which I didn't know. I think for many of them it must be a surprise. At the same time, they must be envy of people of Jamshedpur because they have got such a beautiful facility here.
Yes, sir. As you rightly said, this is the first time for me also, and that is also making me so excited. Thank you, sir. Well, the second trial for girls under 18 is in progress. And that was Anjali Rathore of Rajasthan. In the first trial for Anjali Rathore, and now it is 28.77 meters. There is a small improvement from 27.83 meters to 28.877 meters, and now it will be the turn of Tanishka Sharma of Delhi to go for the second. She's on the move. A neat release. It climbed up very elegantly and landed smoothly. The first trial of Tanishka Sharma of Delhi is at 33.40 meters, while the second is being measured. The second one says it is 36.88 meters. A considerable improvement for Tanishka Sharma of Delhi from 33.40 meters to 36.88. Now it will be the turn of Janji Singh of Uttar Pradesh to go for the second. It was a good release, of course, not traveling to a longer distance and also not height. For Janji Singh of Uttar Pradesh, the first one being registered at 31.21 meters, and now it is 33.78. She had also shown an improvement from 31.21 to 33.78 meters. Shashti Singh of Maharashtra will be taking her second trial. For Shashti Singh of Maharashtra, the first one is at 36.84 meters. And the second trial says it is 35.05. She got dipped to in the second one from 36.84 meters to 35.05 meters. It will be the turn of Archana Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. A good throw indeed. The meet record is at 44.86. She is moving closer, but not surpassed that one. For Archana Yadav, the first trial is being registered at 34.85 meters, and the second one at 41.69 meters. Ishani of Tamil Nadu had taken a third trial, and that is being measured 29.62 meters. And now it is Seema of Haryana. 37.76 meters registered in the first trial, 40.88 meters registered in the second. 40.59 meters. She got a slight dip from 40.88 meters to 40.59 meters. It is Koteshwari Dwivedi of Gujarat. Now traveling longer. The first one at 27.01 meters. Second got registered at 28.94 meters. And the third one says it is 28.09. She got a dip from her second trial, which was at 28.94, and now it is 28.09. It will be the turn of Nishi Kumari of Bihar to go for the third one. That was a good release. For Nishi Kumari of Bihar, the first trial measured at 37.60 meters. The second one got registered with 40.42 meters. And the third comes up with 37.93 meters. Anjali Rathore of Rajasthan is about to take her third trial. (27.83) for Anjali Rathore in her first trial, 28.77 in the second one, 40.42. Yes, that is Anjali Rathore with 29.89 meters. And that is Tanishka Sharma of Delhi. That is the foul one for Tanishka Sharma. Janji Singh of Uttar Pradesh is about to take a third trial. Janji Singh of Uttar Pradesh is in the run-up, not climbing much of height and distance as well. But Janji Singh of Uttar Pradesh, 31.21 meters being registered in the first trial, 33.78 in the second one. And the third one, it says 32.88. She got a dip from the second one. The second one is the best so far for her with 33.78 meters. Shrishti Singh of Maharashtra. (36.84 meters), 35.05 meters are the earlier throws. And now it is 33.33. Shrishti Singh is in the declining trend, 36.84, 35.05 and 33.33. Archana Yadav of Uttar Pradesh is coming up. What a beautiful release over there. And again she is nearing that meet record mark. Of course she is not surpassing that. The previous throw for her happened to be at 41.69. 34.85 meters, 41.69 meters, and the third is at 42.69 meters. So with Archana Yadav and that throw, we're coming to the completion of the third trial, and the officials will now be working out for the reverse order based on the performance. .69 meters by Archana Yadav of Uttar Pradesh in the last throw, which we had witnessed, supposed to be the best one so far, and twice she was able to go close to the meet record. That is, in her earlier throw it was 41.69 meters and she started with 34.85. And this is the meet, Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competition, which had brought new meet record by Olympian Anurani, who had written her own record, which had been created in Patiala during the Federation Cup. And her best throw had come out in the very first throw. Yesterday, not only Anurani but also the second and third place finishes were also able to better the meet record. As we are in the midway of the second day's session of Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competition here at JRD Tata Sports Complex, Jamshedpur. Following this, we have only one more event to go, which will begin right at 8 p.m. and will be for men competitors. This Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competition gains significance for two reasons. One reason is, while the Athletics Federation of India is celebrating its Platinum Jubilee, and the other one, when Neeraj Chopra made India proud in the international arena by winning the first ever gold medal in the athletics, and which also incidentally is the second individual medal in Olympics for India, the first coming out from shooting and the second one from athletics, and incidentally which is the first ever Olympic gold medal for athletics. So with that celebration, this Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competitions gains significance. Yes, we are about to take up the fourth trial, that is Anjali Rathore of Rajasthan. In her earlier throws, 27.83 meters, 28.77, 29.89 meters. And this is the fourth throw for her. The fourth one is getting registered at 30.91 meters. It will be the turn of Ishani of Tamil Nadu to take the fourth one. .20 meters in the first trial, 31.48 in the second, 29.62 in the third, and now it is 29.11. Of course, she had not shown any sort of improvement. She is going down. The second throw among the throws happens to be the best one. And that was Janji Singh of Uttar Pradesh, with the earlier throws being registered at 31.21 meters, 33.78 meters and 32.88 meters. The fourth one for Janji Singh made a mark at 33.95, and now it is Srishti Singh of Maharashtra The earlier throws were 36.84 meters, 35.05 meters and 33.33 meters. And the fourth throw is placed at 34.18 meters for Srishti Singh of Maharashtra. It will be the turn of Tanishka Sharma of Delhi. Tanishka Sharma on the move. Of course, may not be a good throw when compared to her earlier trials. For Tanishka Sharma, it was at 33.40 meters, 36.88 meters, and the third one was foul. And now it is 35.49. Mandip Kumar of Bihar. 37.60 meters, 40.42 meters, 37.93 meters. Among the earlier three throws, 40.42 is at the best, which came from the second trial for her. And now it is 36.83. It was Seema of Haryana. In her earlier throws, she had registered 37.76 meters, 40.88 meters and 40.59 meters. And it was Archana Yadav of Uttar Pradesh, registered 34.43 for the fourth trial. Anjali Rathore of Rajasthan moves on. It was almost at the right extreme, not beyond the sector, but within the sector. In the fifth trial, Anjali Rathore registered 29.88. And that was Ishani of Tamil Nadu. .20 meters, 31.48, 29.62, 29.11, and now it is 29.14. Janji Singh of Uttar Pradesh. .32.57 meters being registered in the fifth trial. Shrishti Singh of Maharashtra for the fifth one. Her earlier throws are being registered at 36.84 meters, 35.05, 33.33, 34.18 meters. And the fifth one says it is at 33.02. She had not shown any improvement. Her first throw is at the best for her with 36.84 meters. And now it will be Tanishka Sharma of Delhi to take her fifth trial. She is on the move. Of course, there's a lot of support from the gallery for her. Probably could be from our own team. 33.40, 36.488 meters, foul 35.49. And now it is 34.65 meters for Tanishka Sharma of Delhi. For Tanishka Sharma, the best one had come out from a second trial, which is at 36.88. And that was the trial made by Nishi Kumari of Bihar. Nishi Kumari of Bihar had registered 39.83 meters in the fifth trial. The fifth trial is in progress in girls under 18 years, and after this we have one more event to go, which will be right at 8 p.m. for men competitors. For Seema, the fifth one is at 41.79 meters. And of course this happens to be the best one among her throws. And now it will be the turn of Archana Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. A beautiful release over there. And the previous throws were all moving closer towards the meet record. For Archana Yadav of Uttar Pradesh, 34.85, 41.69, 42.69, 34.43. And now it says 37.68. As of now, Archana Yadav of Uttar Pradesh is the leader with 42.69 meters, which came out from a third trial. As 5 trials got over, the officials are at the work of making the reverse order based on the performance. Archana Yadav is topping, and 2 of the times she went very close towards the meet record. Yes, it was in her second trial and third trial, which were at 41.69 meters and 42.69 meters respectively. The meet record stands in the name of Jyoti with 44.86, being created in 2019. One more trial to go for girls under 18 years. Right from the evening, there is a heavy wind here at the stadium. Well, we are moving on for the 6th and the final trial. That was an attempt by Anjali Rathore of Rajasthan. The last trial says it is at 28.08 meters, and now it is the turn of Ishani of Tamil Nadu. It was climbing up but not reaching forward. Her earlier throws are at 27.83 meters, 28.77, 29.62 meters, 29.11 meters, and 29.14 meters. And she is the under 18 bronze medalist in her state, Tamil Nadu. It will be the turn of Janji Singh of Uttar Pradesh to go for the 6th and the final trial. Janji Singh is on the move, run up. Of course, with not much of the height, it was traveling, but that made a foul for Janji Singh. For Janji Singh, the 6th and the last trial happened to be a foul one. Shrishti Singh of Maharashtra is coming up to take her 6th and the final trial. Her earlier throw stands at 36.84 meters, 35.05, 33.33 meters, 34.18 meters, and 33.02 meters. And the sixth one got registered at 34.00 meters for Singh of Maharashtra. Now it will be the turn of Tanishka Sharma of Delhi to go for the final trial. That was a good release moving forward. Tanishka Sharma in her earlier throws 33.40 meters, 36.88, foul 35.49 and 34.68, and now it is 36.58 meters for Tanishka Sharma of Delhi. Nishi Kumari of Bihar is on the move for the final trial. Well executed one, but it will have to go for longer. Nishi Kumari of Bihar in her earlier throws had registered 37.60, 40.42 meters, 37.93, 36.83 and 39.83, with the last one got registered at 35.77. Archana Yadav of Uttar Pradesh is about to take a final trial. Archana Yadav of Uttar Pradesh made a mark of 34.85 meters in her first trial, 41.69 in the second, 42.69 in the third, 34.43 in the fourth, 37.68 meters in the fifth. In the sixth, Archana Yadav had come out with 37.18 meters. Well, with that we are coming to the close of the event javelin throw for girls under 18 years, and after this we will be taking up the medal presentation ceremony, and as the last event today we will be taking up the men competitors for the event. We are about to take up the last event on the concluding day of Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competition here at JRD Tata Sports Complex, Jamshedpur. The event about to be taken up is for the men competitors. Well, ladies and gentlemen, taking you over to the Javelin Throw arena, we would like to present you the men competitors for the event Javelin Throw. Bib number 135, Gagandeep of Punjab. 123, Papu Bharti of Jharkhand. 133, Anil Gangasi of Maharashtra. 120, Mandip Kumar of Haryana. 161, Ashutosh Rathore of Uttar Pradesh. Bib number 121 is an Indian international athlete who had represented India in 2017 and won silver medal in under 18 years with a performance of 54.58 meters at Bangkok. In 2019, he had represented India in ACNW League, Potchefstroom, South Africa, and in the last year, in Indian Grand Prix at Patiala, he had registered his personal best at 80.65, and the Indian international athlete with bib number 121 is Sahil Silval of Haryana. Bib number 113, Naresh Yadav of Gujarat. Bib number 165 is an Indian international athlete who had represented India in ACNW League Potchefstroom in January 2020 at South Africa. He had also represented India in Eurasian Athletics Under 20 meeting at Almaty, Kazakhstan for a performance of 74.55 meters. And the personal best stands at 81.75 meters, and the Indian international athlete with bib number 165 is Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. The meet record for javelin throw in the men's section stands in the name of Davinder Singh with 74.28 meters, created in 2019, and the national record is in the name of Olympian Neeraj Chopra at 88.07 meters, created in 2021. All the very best competitors. Last event for the concluding days of Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competition is in progress. The event for men competitors is in progress. We are about to take up the medal presentation ceremony for girls under 18 years winners of javelin throw. And it will be our pleasure to invite the Chief of Protocol and Sports Tata Steel, Mr. Farzan Hirji, to do the honors, and it will be our pleasure to request Mr. Madhukan Pathak, the President of Jharkhand Athletics Association, who is also the Treasurer of Athletics Federation of India, to accompany. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on the victory podium of javelin throw for girls under 18 years, it is Nishi Kumari of Bihar getting the bronze for a clearance of 40.42 meters. The winner of the silver medal is Seema of Haryana with 41.79 meters. And that of the gold medal winner is Archana Yadav of Uttar Pradesh, who had made a mark of 42.69 meters. Congratulations, winners, and we thank our guest of honor, the Chief of Protocol and Sports, Tata Steel, Mr. Farzan Hirji, for having honored the winners. And we do thank Mr. Madhukan Pathak, the President of Jharkhand Athletics Association and the Treasurer of Athletics Federation of India, for having accompanied. Thank you, sirs. had surpassed the national record. National record or meet record? Meet record, is it? The meet record already stands in the name of Devinder Singh at 74.28 meters, created in 2019. And that was Gagandeep of Punjab who had taken his second trial. In his first, he made a foul, and this is the second one for him. .21 meters for Gagandeep of Punjab in his second trial. The first one was at foul. That was a good release, of course. It was by Papu Bharti of Jharkhand. And that was Papu Bharti of Jharkhand. In his earlier throw, he had registered a mark of 62.86 meters, while the second one is at 50.20. Papu Bharti of Jharkhand is in the declining trend, 62.86, and now it is very much below, that is 50.20 meters. And the next athlete to take the second trial is Anil Gangasi of Maharashtra. There was a beautiful release beyond yeah, it was a beautiful throw there by Anil Gangasi of Maharashtra. A big throw, of course. It is being measured. Anil Gangasi of Maharashtra. .6579 meters in the second trial for Anil Gangasi of Maharashtra. Mandip Kumar of Haryana is about to take his second trial. The first one is at foul for him. That had climbed well up in the air. 53.81 meters being registered in the second trial. The first one for Mandip Kumar of Haryana was at foul. Ashutosh Rathore of Uttar Pradesh is about to take a second trial. The first one stands at 50.37 meters. Ashutosh Rathore is moving up. For Ashutosh Rathore, the earlier throw stands at 50.37 meters. While the second one is being measured at 47.59. Of course, that is a decline for Ashutosh Rathore of Uttar Pradesh. The earlier was at 50.37 and now it is 47.59. And now it will be the turn of Indian international athlete Sahil Silval. Sahil Silval of Haryana is about to take a second trial. He had registered 66.19 meters in his first trial. That was a beautiful release high up in the air, of course moving towards the extreme lift, towards the sector and well within the sector, and it is being measured. 66.91 being registered in the first trial. Sahil Silval happens to be a silver medal winner in 2017 under 18 category at Bangkok with a performance of 54.58 meters. And now it is 70.78 meters in the second trial for Sahil Silval. From 66.19 meters, he had climbed up to 70.78 in the second. That's a big throw. It was Naresh Yadav of Gujarat. Naresh Yadav had registered a foul in his first trial. And now it is 63.78 meters for Naresh Yadav of Gujarat. And we are about to take up the last athlete for the completion of the second trial. It will be Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh, an Indian international athlete who had made a new meet record in his earlier throw with 74.65 meters. And that was a good release, again supposed to be a very big throw when compared to the previous one. It's again Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh going for a big throw. In the last one he had registered for 74.65 in thrashing out the world record of 74.28 meters, which stood in the name of Devinder Singh, which had been created in 2019. Rohit Yadav, an Indian international athlete who had taken part in AZNW League at Potchefstroom, South Africa in January 2020, and Rohit Yadav also appeared on behalf of India in the Eurasian Athletics Under-20 athletic meeting at Almaty, Kazakhstan, with a performance of 74.55 meters. And his personal best is at 81.75. Yes, while the personal best is at 81.75, it is not a wonder that he had made 74.65 in his first throw and 76.19 meters being registered by Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh in his second trial. From 74.65, it is 76.19. Even though he had made a new meet record in his first trial, he had improved further to take it over to 76.19 meters. That is Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. We are moving on for the third one. That is Gagandeep of Punjab. Gagandeep of Punjab had registered foul in his first trial, 62.21 meters in his second one. And now it is 61.63. For Gagandeep of Punjab, this is a decline from 62.21 meters to 61.63 meters. The first one happened to be foul, second one 62.21, and the third one had 61.63. And now it will be the turn of Papu Bharti of Jharkhand. Papu Bharti is on the move, releasing it. For Papu Bharti of Jharkhand, the earlier throws stands at 62.86 meters, 50.20 meters. When compared to the first and second, it was a heavy decline. That is from 62.86 meters to 50.20 meters. And now we will have to wait and see what is his third one. The third one fetches 56.38. He is nowhere near his first trial of 62.86 meters. Of course, the best for him came from the first with 62.86. And the athlete to take the third trial now will be Anil Gangasi of Maharashtra. Anil Gangasi of Maharashtra moving on in the run-up. A beautiful release over there. Of course, it goes forward. It may get some improvement for him. Anil Gangasi of Maharashtra had registered 66.65 meters in his first trial, 65.79 meters in his second trial. Was that the third trial for Anil Gangasi happened to be a foul? And now it will be the turn of Mandip Kumar of Haryana to take his third trial. Mandip Kumar, who had made a foul in his first trial, had registered 53.81 meters in his second. Mandip Kumar of Haryana is in the run-up. Cannot be a big throw. While the second says 53.81 meters for Mandip Kumar, the third one is being measured. And the third one is at 55.07 meters. The first one is foul, second 53.81, and the third one 55.07. It's going to be bib number 161, Ashutosh Rathore of Uttar Pradesh. He had also not made a good throw when compared to the first one. Ashutosh Rathore of Uttar Pradesh on the move. A beautiful release over there. Moving forward. The earlier measurements for Ashutosh Rathore stands at 50.37 in the first trial, 47.59 meters in the second trial. And in the third one, it is 51.18. Of course, it is an improvement for Ashutosh Rathore. It will be the turn of Indian international athlete Sahil Silval of Haryana. Sahil Silval of Haryana is about to take his third trial. Sahil Silval, an Indian international silver medalist in under 18 years category, is on the move. A beautiful release over there again. It is getting deviated little left side. That is a foul for him. The third one happened to be a foul for Sahil Silval of Haryana. As of now, he is the athlete who is occupying the second position with 70.78 meters. That is Sahil Silval of Haryana. And there is Naresh Yadav of Gujarat coming up. A beautiful release over there, could travel for a longer distance. For Naresh Yadav, the first one was foul. The first trial for Naresh Yadav was foul. The second one got registered at 63.78 meters. And the third one, 65.12. A considerable improvement for Naresh Yadav of Gujarat in his third trial. That is Indian international Rohit Yadav. Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. Again a big throw. As the time goes by, the steam is getting heated up, and in the first trial he had made a mark of 74.65 meters. In the second one it was 76.19 meters, and the third is being measured 78.31. What an improvement. 74.65 meters, 76.19, 78.31. And here we would like to make a mention that his personal best stands at 81.75 meters. With 3 trials got over, the officials are on the working for the reverse order based on the performance. And the order which is about to be executed will be taken up for the next 2 trials, that is 4th and 5th of Gujarat. And we are about to take up the for the viewers, that is the second throw replay which had secured 76.19. Yes, that was the second trial for Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. There you could see from his first throw he made everyone excited with 74.65 meters, and that is a replay what is being displayed for you, which is being measured at 76.19. Well, it is a nice moment to see the trial after trial as there is improvement, and now you are about to witness the third trial of Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. That was the third one, which had furthered his performance to 78.31 meters. Yes, it was a wonderful performance by Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh, 74.65, which had created a new meet record. Following that 76.19, and the present what we are seeing was a replay of the third one, which was measured at 78.31 meters. It was so nice. That 74.28 meters meet record is being thrashed out, and at present it is 78.31 meters by Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh on completion of third trial. Well, we are about to take up the fourth trial, that is Ashutosh Rathore of Uttar Pradesh. He is on his fourth trial. Ashutosh Rathore of Uttar Pradesh had registered 50.37 meters in his first trial, 47.59 in his second, 51.18 in his third trial. And now it is 54.75. Ashutosh Rathore of Uttar Pradesh had shown an improvement, and the fourth one with 54.75 meters is the best one among his throws so far. And that is Mandip Kumar of Haryana. A beautiful release over there. Mandip Kumar of Haryana had registered a foul for his first attempt, and in the second trial it was 53.81 meters for him. In the third trials it was at 55.07 meters in the third one, and now for the fourth one it is 56.50. For Mandip Kumar, the fourth trial is the best one with 56.50 meters so far. It's going to be Papu Bharti of Jharkhand to take his fourth one. Papu Bharti is on the move, and of course released with a great strength which had climbed too high. 62.86 meters in the first trial for Papu Bharti of Jharkhand, 50.20 meters in the second, 56.38 meters in the third, and 53.66 meters in the fourth. Of course, from the previous one he got dipped. The first one is the best so far for Papu Bharti of Jharkhand with 62.86. And it's the turn of Gagandeep of Punjab. A beautiful release over there. Yes, even though it is not surpassing the meet record performance, it is a good throw for him, for Gagandeep. For Gagandeep, the first one was at foul, the second one at 62.21 meters, the third one was at 61.63 meters. And now it is 67.74. Gagandeep of Punjab had shown a very good improvement, and he is comfortable with 67.674 meters. And that was Naresh Yadav of Gujarat. The first one was foul, second one 63.78 meters, and the third was 65.12 meters. At limit, it's well within the past meet record. Anil Gangasi of Maharashtra with 66.65 meters in his first, 65.79 in his second. The third one was foul. And now it is 65.74. Of course, a decline of 0.04. 0.05. Yes. The second one fetched him 65.79 meters and now it is 65.74. And next will be Indian international Sahil Silval of Haryana. His personal best is at 80.65 meters and so far he had made only a mark of 70.78. A left-hander coming over there, Sahil Silval, a beautiful release, and of course that is moving to a greater distance but not surpassing the past meet record. For Sahil Silval, the performance from the first one reads at 66.19 meters, the second one at 70.78 meters, the third one was foul for him, and now it is 67.83 meters. Of course it was not a improvement, and his second says that he is at the best with 70.78. And now it's a turn of Indian international Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. A guy in a big throw. Surpassing the last meet record. Of course, it cannot be beyond his the best in this meet. In the first one he had registered 74.65 meters, second one 76.19 meters, in the third it is 78.31 and now it is 74.94. At this stage 4 trials got over and we are about to move for the 5th one. And that was Ashutosh Rathore. .37 meters, 47.59 meters, 51.18 meters, 54.75. And now it is 49.12. The 5th one had not taken him to the greater heights, and his 4th one is at the best with 54.75. Mandip Kumar of Haryana. A good flight over there. For Mandip Kumar of Haryana. It was the foul in the first trial, 53.81, 55.07, 56.50, and now it is 57.83.
हरभजन सिंह को वेलकम कर दीजिए ना, वो जा रहा है, ओलंपियन है, एक स्टार्टस के।
And that is Papu Bharti of Jharkhand. It was 62.86 meters in his first trial, 50.20 in the second, 56.38 meters in the third one, and 53.66 meters in the fourth one. And the fifth one for Papu Bharti of Jharkhand is marked at foul. And the next competitor to take the trial is Gagandeep of Punjab. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, we would like to extend a warm welcome to the Olympian Harbhajan Singh, the former employee of Tata Steels. On behalf of everyone here, we are happy in extending a warm welcome to you, sir. It was 61.15 meters for Gagandeep Singh. Gagandeep in his fifth trial. And that's a foul. Anil Gangasi of Maharashtra is about to take his fifth trial. It was climbing high up in the air and almost landing at the right hand side of the sector, within the sector, out of the sector. It was out of the sector. It was very narrow and landed out of the sector, so it happened to be a foul for him. And now it will be the turn of Indian international Sahil Silval of Haryana. A left-hander, Sahil Silval, Indian international athlete. Sahil Silval of Haryana is on the move. That is a big throw. Yes, that had surpassed the past meet record. Of course, it cannot be a new meet record, as already Rohit Yadav had 3 different measurements, one after the other, with improvement. Yes, that was a big throw from Sahil Silval from Haryana, surpassing the mark of the last meet. .74.49 meters being marked by Sahil Silval of Haryana. The last meet record stood at 74.28. Now he had bettered the meet record with 74.49 meters. It will be the turn of Rohit Yadav. A beautiful throw over there, and again it is surpassing the last meet performance from Rohit. of Uttar Pradesh, we had seen 74.65 meters, 76.19 meters, 78.31 meters, all the three one after the other with improvement, and in the fourth one it was at 74.94. And now it is 77.833 meters. So his third trial with 78.31 meters is at the best, marking the new meet record. Well, at the close of the fifth trial, the officials are working out for the reverse order based on the performance. And that is Rohit Yadav had come out for the sixth and the final trial. Uh-huh. .27 in a sixth trial. Eight of the competitors are the part of this men, which is the last event for Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competition. Now that is Papu Bharti of Jharkhand, who is about to move for his sixth and final throw. He's on the move. Of course, now there is no wind. In the evening it was very windy. Right from the beginning of this men event, there was no wind at all. Papu Bharti registered 50.97 meters for his sixth. And now it will be Mandip Kumar of Haryana. A beautiful release over there. For Mandip Kumar of Haryana, among the 5 throws, the best one stands in the fifth throw of him at 57.83 meters. For the one, it is at 59.70 meters. Mandip Kumar of Haryana had shown an improvement in his last throw even with 59.70 meters. It was Naresh Yadav of Gujarat. First one being foul. The best for him came from his third trial at 65.12 meters. And now it is 65.24. And this is the best among all his throws. It will be Anil Gangasi of Maharashtra. A beautiful throw over there, of course, moving towards right, and it was close to the sector line. Among his previous throws, the first one is at the best with 66.65 meters, and now it is 62.43. So for Anil Gangasi of Maharashtra, the first one is the best, which reads at 66.65 meters. Indian international athlete Sahil Silval of Haryana is about to... No, that is Gagandeep Singh. Gagandeep Singh of Punjab is about to take his trial. Among his previous 5 throws, Gagandeep Singh of Punjab had registered 67.74 meters from his 4th trial. And now it will be the turn of Indian international athlete Sahil Silval of Haryana, who is about to take his sixth and the final trial, already had crossed the last meet performance, that is with a mark of 74.7549 meters created in his fifth trial. We'll have to wait and see whether he could make out his personal best of 80.65 meters. If that could be the case, he will be topping the performance list for men competitors in Javelin. On the move, it was a big throw, going beyond the performance of the last meet, and his last performance stands at 74.49 meters, 66.19 meters in the first trial, 70.78 in the second, foul in the third, 67.83 meters in the fourth one, 74.49 meters in the fifth, and now it is 76.64. Still, he could not make over to the first position. He is only in the second. That is Indian international Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. A very big throw over there. All his first throws were on implement, one after the other. 74.65, 76.19, 78.31. And the fourth one was at 74.94 meters. The previous one, that is our fifth one, was at 77.33 meters. And now it is 77.68. 77.68 being brought out by Rohit Yadav in his sixth and final throw. Huh? Well, viewers, now Rohit Yadav had made a sensation here at JRD Tata Sports Complex in the Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competition, and we are presenting you the second one. The second trial replay is coming up for Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. That was a very big throw. 76.19 meters was the measurement in the second trial for Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. Well, that is the aerial view. And now, as you all will be interested, and this is the new meet record creating performance, third trial is being replayed for you. 78.31 was a mark made by him in his third trial to thrash out the world record of Devinder Singh created in 2019, which stood at 74.28 meters. There was a beautiful throw, 78.31. Rohit Yadav had represented India in ACNW League Potchefstroom, South Africa in January 2020. He had also represented India in the Eurasian Athletics Under-20 meeting at Almaty, Kazakhstan, and made a performance of 74.55. And now, for you viewers, coming up is the fourth trial replay. And that was the replay of the fourth trial. And his performance at fourth trial read out at 74.94 meters. Of course, after all the improvement in three throws one after the other. The fourth one got dipped. Anyhow, it was not below the last meet's performance. It was at 74.94 meters. And now we are bringing you the fifth trial replay. It read at 77.33 meters. And now, viewers, it is a feast for everyone. That is the replay of sixth trial. Yes, people at the stadium had really enjoyed all the throws of Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh, and it is a feast for the athletic lovers as he was showing improvement throw after throw, up to three throws, and the last one, which we have seen in the replay just before, read at 77.68 meters. So the Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competition, being organized by Tata Steel at JRD's Tata Sports Complex, Jamshedpur, has come out with a sweet note for a new meet record in the men's section of javelin throw with a new mark of 78.31 meters. Well, with all the events are over, please do stay with us for witnessing the victory ceremony, that is medal presentation ceremony, for the athlete who had created a new meet record, that is Rohit Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. Please do stay with us, and with that we'll be coming to the close of this Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competition. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to take up the medal presentation ceremony of the Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competition. The men winners of Javelin Throw will now be presented with medals, and it will be a pleasure to request the President of Athletics Federation of India, the World Athletics Council member, Olympian Adil J. Sumariwala to kindly present the medals, and we do request Mr. Fazan Hedji, Chief of Protocol and Sports, Tata Steel, to accompany. Ladies and gentlemen, on the victory podium, it is Gagandeep of Punjab getting the bronze for 67.74 meters. The winner of the silver medal, who had bettered the meet record, is Sahil Silval of Haryana, an Indian international athlete with 76.64 meters. Your prize money of rupees 7,000 is being presented, and the winner, title winner who had created a new meet record, is Indian international athlete Rohit Yadav, representing Uttar Pradesh for a performance of 78.31 meters, thrashing out the world record. 78.31, thrashing out world record of 74.28 meters. And during this last event, again it will be our pleasure to request the President of Athletics Federation of India and World Athletics Council member, Mr. Adil J. Sumariwala, Olympian, to express his opinion about the new national record being created by Anu Rani yesterday, which happened to be the last event. And incidentally, today also, from the last event, the new meet record had been brought, and it undoubtedly says that JRD Sports Complex is a high performance center. Sir, your opinion, please.
No, I think the performances are good. We started Javelin throw about 10 years ago as an identified event. When we started the event, people laughed at us, saying Indians can't do javelin throw. We stuck to our guns. We didn't get funding in the beginning, but people thought it was a joke that Indians could throw the javelin when you had such tall, big Europeans, and how could we beat them? But we proved ourselves right, and we proved them wrong. And I think the program that we started is really paying off. There are n number of throwers today in the range of 80 meters, which is very difficult to find in the world. And I'm sure that as a tradition, we will do well in javelin throw in the coming time. So it's the vision, it's the hard work that we put in the last 10 years that is giving us results today. So athletics takes a long time, and we have to have a vision, and we need to just stick to it.
Yes, good, sir. And for this closing of Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competition, we would like to hear a closing note from you, sir.
No, first of all, I want to thank Tata Steel, Farzan, and the whole management of the sports department of Tata Steel for hosting this event. I think they did an outstanding job, as they always do. And everybody is happy, the technical officials are happy, the athletes are happy. They've done a great performance. We are going to come back here for the Open National Championships, and I'm sure that will also be fantastic. Of course, I have great memories of Tatas from my days when I spent 15 years in the group. Things have changed. The stadium was not there in those days. And I think they're really doing a great job. I've looked at their academies. I've looked at the football academy, the hockey academy, all the academies. And I think they're on the right track. And I'm sure that they're doing a great service to the nation through sport.
Thank you so much, sir. And with that note, the curtains of the Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competition coming to the close. And this is the time during which the medal winners will be carrying their pleasant
medals and the prize money as well for the new meet records with them, while all the competitors will be taking with them the pleasant memories during this Tata Steel 4th Indian Open Javelin Throw competition. Thank you all.